Hi, my name is Dr. Sam Miles. I'm the Subject Coordinator for the BSc Applied Accounting, Oxford University. This is the first in a resubmission playlist, and this video focuses on fails on technical and professional skills 1 and 2. Professional and technical skills 1 is understanding of accountancy and business models, and there's 5 reasons a fail grade may be awarded. Firstly, little coverage or poor choice of relevant theories, concepts and business models. Have a look at the information pack for the table that gives you clues on what is a good choice of theory or models. Once you've chosen your theory or models, all theories must be briefly outlined. In this, you should cover what the nature of the model is, what the core elements of the model, and ask yourself, would a layperson understand the basic reading of your discussion? Remember that most topics require 2 business models and 1 accountancy model, and just write a couple of paragraphs for each. This is not a literature review, so you don't need to write reams, but do reference all sources. You also need to demonstrate your own understanding of the models. So if you have limited understanding because you've cut and pasted your discussion, it's likely you would have failed. So write in your own words, use plain English, and make sure you demonstrate your understanding and interpretation of those. The third and fourth reason is that you have covered very limited or no explanation of the advantages or limitations of every single model that you have selected. They all have to be covered, and it should be from your perspective, not from the perspective of a manager or from a financial analyst perspective. And finally, unacceptable academic practice is a reason for fail, and that's because there is evidence that you've cut and pasted your discussion from other sources. So write in your own words. Read, think about what you've read, and then write. Do not cut and paste. The second criteria is application of accountancy and business models, and there's 6 reasons here for a fail grade. First of all, poor use of the theories or models, or confused understanding of the application. So ask yourself, is your application superficial? Is it lacking in depth? Have you only written half a page or a page on the application of your SWOT analysis? If so, you need to do some more work. You need to do some more research, get some more sources, and deepen your analysis. But it could also be that your analysis lacks breadth. For example, if you only included 4 ratios for topics 4, 5 or 8, that's not going to be sufficient to analyse the whole performance of an organisation. So you'll need to increase that range. The second criteria here, the link between the theory, concepts and business models, is quite common in relation to the new topics, because there has to be a clear connection between how you apply the models and why you're applying those models. So it has to be in the context of your selected topic. So for example, for topic 8, the business analysis is undertaken on the industry, not the company, with the aim of identifying the challenges, and then you would apply the ratios to the company. For topic 13, don't just present a generic application of CSR models, which is really just a discussion or description of what's in the ESG report. Actually use it to assess the poor ethical practices. The third reason is related to primary research. So the most common topic is motivational theories. So here make sure you have both motivational theory and process theories, and again have a look at that information pack because that table points this out to you. For secondary research, which is the more common approach to the research and analysis project, it may be that you haven't justified your choice of the case company, or you've selected a company for exceptional performance and then demonstrated that its comparator has got better performance. Well, it's not exceptional then, is it? Also, it could be that you don't have appropriate benchmarking. The benchmarking should be for 3 years for topics 4, 5 and 8, and integrate that in the analysis. Don't include it as a separate section. And remember, your comparator should be in the same industry and of a similar size. The fifth reason for a fail on criteria 2 is that you've got numerous errors in the calculations. Your spreadsheet should contain sufficient data for the marker to replicate and check any calculations. And so even if your calculations are correct, you may fail this criteria if you haven't included that summary financial statement within your spreadsheet, so that those workings for the ratios and the other calculations you might include can actually be checked by the marker. And finally, unacceptable academic practice, as the application of the business is cut and pasted from other sources. There are a plethora of ready-made business models on the internet. Do not be tempted to use them. They are all of poor quality, they're quite generic, and they're not fit for purpose for the research and analysis project. You're expected to undertake your own research and not to rely on ready-made analysis, including the work of others. I hope this video has been helpful for you.